Jannat?
Yeah, um,
Yeah, stage
okay.
is all yours.
So, winning is great, sure. But if you were really going to do something in life, the secret is learning how to lose. Winning or losing, we don't have to think about the final result. We should always believe on giving our best effort on our work. So, hello everyone, I'm Jannat here and welcoming you all with very warm and precious evening on the behalf of English learner. And again a grand welcome to my co-host Mr. Emperor. Firstly, I would like to be thankful to all the admins of English Learner Group for giving their hard work and effort to organize such great session in this platform. So, today we are going to organize a debate session, and the topic is nuclear family versus joint family. And me with my co host Emperor, we will host this session till the end. And today we have very brilliant participant and graceful audience with us. Now I would like to ask to my co-host Mr. Emperor to introduce the rules. Yeah, Emperor, are you there?
Sure. So I hope everyone is able to hear me. And first of all, I thank everyone to be present over here for this debate. And I think, and hopefully, I think that this will turn out to be fruitful for you guys. I'm going to represent Team B, and my co host, my friend Janat, she is going to represent Team A. And the rules are pretty concise. I'll just try to wrap it up enough soon so that we can get started with the debate. So the rules are, it's kind of robust debate. So no one is allowed to bring profanity into the speech. So everyone should keep it normal. No one is allowed to embarrass their fellow mate. So that is not at all appreciated. And each one of you is gonna get 3 minutes each. I will turn on the timer, and when only 10 seconds are remaining, I will be saying conclude, and I expect you guys to conclude within that duration. You can just conclude after saying one or two lines. Can you mute yourself? Yeah, after one or two lines. So yeah, and after an hour, we will be starting the mega debate or the grand debate, which will be like a member from Team A will be coming forward, and simultaneously a member from Team B will be coming forward, and they will be given 4 minutes 30 seconds each, and they have to go against each other. They can. So this is how this is gonna go. Let me make it clear, because the previous time there was a total chaos, so I don't want it happening once again. So it's like the member from Team A, he's gonna ask a question, and the member from Team B, he's gonna answer it, and he will also propose his question, and accordingly this cycle continues. So it's like question answer, again the member from Team B, he will ask like he will backfire another question, and accordingly Team A member will answer it. So the marks will be assigned accordingly. It's not about who will speak more, he will get more marks. There is nothing like that. It's all about relevance and confidence. So whatever question you are going to ask, it should be meaningful, and points will be allocated on that basis as well. And what are you going to answer, it also depends. It's not about the more you talk, the more points you are going to gain. It's not about that. Let's make it clear. And there is one more additional feature that we have added, that is this helpline feature, wherein if the fellow mate from the another team, he asks some difficult question that you are not able to answer, just don't go for it. You can use this helpline to call anyone. It might be the audience or it might be your fellow mate. You can just call them to answer that for you, and everyone will be getting one helpline each, and points will be allocated on that basis. If the fellow mate that you're gonna call, he speaks very well, then points will be allocated to you. This will be, yeah, just keep this in your head. And the best speaker among both the teams will be rewarded, like the man of the match from Team A, and the man of the match or woman of the match from Team B. They will be rewarded, and the all-rounder accordingly. There are some rewards for that. You have to participate for two debates continuously, and this was all from my side. So I think without wasting any more time, we can just dive into the debate. So the mic is yours, Janet.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. So, without wasting time, we are just going to start our debate. So, from my team, I would like to invite Mr. Leo Patrick. Yeah, Leo, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you for
buddy,
giving
you
me
are getting
opportunity.
chance to start. Okay, you are getting chance to start. So, just explore yourself with your valuable points, and yeah, take a leg.
Okay,
All
so
the
am I
way.
audible? Okay, so am I
Yeah,
audible
you
now?
are audible. Yeah, yeah, you are
Okay, thank
audible.
you for giving me opportunity, Jannat. So yeah, I will start. The topic is nuclear family versus joint family. Yeah, so I will start this topic with one quotes there is no such thing as broken family. Family is a family and is not determined by marriage certificates, divorce paper, and adoption documents. Family are made in the heart, and the only time family becomes null is when those ties in the heart are cut. If you cut those ties, those people are not your family. If you make those ties, uh, if you make those ties, those people ties, so those people will steal your family because whatever you hate will always be with you. So that's the meaning of some of the very big personalities someone said about the meaning of family. Okay, so now I will start with my speech. According to me, family is a blood, but family doesn't always have to be the normal caring and loving family. Everyone wants to raise their child well, whether in nuclear or joint family. Raising a child is a very challenging for mother and father, and to be uh, so parents want with their child to learn respectful, obedience, skillful, and very social manners. Every sons and daughter have. Every parents wants from the child. So think so some extent I would say joint family, like people said in India, like joint, if you will stay in joint family, so you will learn all those things. Yeah, it's some extent I would say it's right, but see, if you will also not want others, like if I will be become parents, so why other people can interfere to my my thoughts, what I want from my children's. So those things happen in joint family. Anyone can interfere to you. Uh, and also I would say like a nuclear family has a perspective of mutual love and respect each other. Uh, it's share potentials. It's share parental love as people live together and with a very with very peacefully, like always, I didn't live any time in joint family, but whatever I observe in my family, uh, always my mom and dad always help to me. But like see, I have
Okay.
also uncle and aunts, and they always like see me in very different way. Like it's a very jealousy way. So in joint family, it's happen always. The jealousy comes, and they try to interfere to other child. So it's happen. So it's not good for child. Everyone
Okay.
can treat as a same
Leo,
Clear
same
time.
your,
way.
your time's up. Okay. Yeah, so thanks for sharing your very valuable and precious points. Yeah, thank you, Leo.
Okay.
So it's
So
your turn, Imran, to
yeah,
choose
that's a
any
good one.
person.
But from
Sure,
our
sure.
side, for the magical opening, I'm gonna invite Potter, not Harry Potter, but AJ Potter. You there?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for this debate and a very good speech, Mr. Patrick. Kind of poetic with all these quotes and little lines, but short on practicality and rationality actually. You said you admit yourself that raising a child is very difficult, especially where you are new to parenting, very new. couple and raising a child is a humongous task. And you say that you there might be some interference. But let me ask you one thing. When you are new to something, it might be anything. You might need some help and some support from the people around you. And who is better to help than your own family? They might be your parents, uncle, aunts, siblings, cousins. They are there to help you to raise a child because it is a difficult task, and they will help you, assist you, guide you because they have uh, years of experience on their shoulders. They know well. They know what is better for you and your family. So, without wasting time, I will come to some points that I have that might be considered at the advantage of living in a joint family. So, number one point that I have on my mind is the financial issues. Finance is better managed if you are living in a joint family. How? Because resources are better distributed. Suppose if you are living in a nuclear family, each and every person might need a different sets of resources. But in a joint family, this is not the case. We can the allocation can be done in a better way and efficient way. Second point is Leo himself said that good environment to raise a child. It is definitely a good environment because when a child reads, we must have all heard that a human is a social animal. When a child is little, like in a baby step, he needs social environment. So that's why living in a joint family is actually beneficial for mental health and also to develop emotional intelligence. We are facing this problem. This is called crisis of emotional intelligence. We are adults, young adults, but we are not that emotionally intelligent. Why this is happening? Because we have started to live in seclusion, in isolation, and this is disturbing our mental health. Living in a joint family can solve this issue in a very efficient and very normal manner. This has been part of our value, our ancient value, and now uh, we are moving toward nuclear family. So that's why these are problems arising. And let me tell you one thing very clearly: we are not moving toward nuclear family out of our choices. It is forced upon
Conflict.
us. Why? Why? Because of migration. We need to migrate to some other different places. Because of new job, we need because we are not getting job at a hometown. So this nuclear family system is actually forced upon us. Joint family system is a luxury that we all need, but we can't afford it. So that's why we say that okay, joint family is no good. And someone was talking about
Okay. Wind up, AJ.
yes, and
Yeah.
uh, and
Yeah. Time is
why
up.
yes, yes. And
Okay.
one more
So
thing
that
we
was
have.
uh,
Okay,
actually AJ. Time is up. So that was a very good one, man. Good enough to drown them. Okay. So yeah, well done.
Emperor,
Oh,
sorry for the interruption, but you should aware the candidate before 30 seconds because they can
30
conclude
seconds.
their topic. Yes,
Okay, sure,
because
sure.
they can conclude their topic. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, no worries. So well done, AJ. So who is gonna come from your side, Janak?
Okay, so from my team, I would like to invite Miss Peace, who is just gonna break you guys' sleep. Peace, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, continue, buddy, and all the best.
Thank you. So, I'll like to start my thoughts with a poem. Your nuclear family. There was a dream to do better for parents, brothers, sisters. A good child thinks of welfare for own parents, kin in future. Dream doesn't come true. They grow old and become new. With new partner, fantasy, fun. Forget the past who what done. Once there was an uncut attachment. There was a connection, sentiment. Most families get hurt for strangers. Strangers went only nuclear members. Your nuclear life without extended family, you earn for a snake and snacks, and it seems chilly. Time is wasted without nephew and niece. Still, blood family, pray for your peace. So family is like a bowl of fruit salad, which has a different taste, color, look, but together makes that amazing flavor, which can make anyone forget their pain and take a sign of relief. Family is the soil where our roots are held together, and for we grow and as an individual yet attached to the roots. Family is a very essential part of everyone's life. The importance of family is being inscribed within our brains since childhood. The bond that we share with each and every individual of our family not only creates a respectful relationship but also transform a house into a home. So, before moving, I want to say some points what nuclear family basically is. A nuclear family a elementary family or a conjugal family is a family group consisting of parents and their children, typically living in one home residence. It is in contrast to a single parent family, the larger extended family, or a family with more than two parents. Nuclear families typically center on a married couple, which may have any number of children. There are different. Okay. So, I have collected some of the data from the census of 2001 and 2011. What this record says how the people have transformed from joint family to nuclear family. So, according to the 2001 census, out of 19.31 crore households, 9.98 crore, that is 51% of the total, were of nuclear households. And in 2011 census, the share grew to 52%. And in contrast to that, in rural area also we saw a decline. Like previously it was around 19.1% of joint family, but now it is only 16.1%. The main cause behind the deterioration of joint family is due to lack of opportunities and an increasing in the town and cities. People started migrating to cities, leaving their roots behind in search of jobs. Even if someone wants to bring their whole family to cities, with them it is very difficult. There is numerous reasons why a joint family could not survive in cities. Some important reasons are lack of spaces. The cost of living is so high that one cannot afford a big house where they can. Okay, thank you.
Okay, please. You have mentioned the very precious point, and surely you made it stand in a stronger position.
Okay,
Thank you, please.
that was very confident.
So, Imran,
But from my side, PM is gonna come, who is just gonna demolish the confidence of yours into million pieces. That will just give you guys, leave you guys counting. So I invite PM. You there?
Yeah,
yeah,
of
let's
course.
see.
So thank you, Emperor. Thank you, Emperor. Being Emperor, you are leading very well. So thank you for that, and thank you, dear member. And we are here to talk about joint family. So as Indian, we believe that whole world is our family, and we are the just member of that family. Okay, so such type of thinking we have. It's our greatness. We have such type of thinking. And if we talk about nuclear family, it seems to be very selfishness that they are just talking about their children, and they are totally selfish. Okay, and it is not in the joint family. In joint family, people have respect. Everyone respect to each other. Okay, they have a richness. Joint family is just like a jannat. Okay, joint family is just like a jannat. If we talk about joint family, there is a lot of things. At the present time in India, there is a lot of things. There is a lot of data that provided that at the present time, every persons, who are living in an urban area, who have nuclear family, they are just suffering from mental illness. Okay, because they don't have any person with whom they can talk. But in joint family, it is a good thing, because person is not suffering with any mental illness. We are able to talk. We are able to convince to another person. We are able to manage our talk with another person, because we have person. But in joint family, but in nuclear family, there is not like that. People are just thinking about their members, and they are just thinking about their business and other type of things. But in joint family, it's a good thing that there is a lot of member, and we are just respecting to each other, and there is not like that. If we talk about joint family, there is not any likeness of money as well, because every person is trying to pursue their professional, and they are doing their great in their field. After that, they are just serving their grandfather and their grandmother as well. Okay, so it is called Jannat. Okay, but if we talk about nuclear family, so of course you are also aware about that things, and it is known to every person which type of grandfather and grandmother of nuclear family is facing. They are just they have been forced to be live in a shelter area. Okay, and of course we have a traditional thinking that whole world is our family, but we are not able to manage to our family in a nuclear family. So it's like that. So I totally believe in joint family, and joint family is equal to Jannat, and we can't compare with joint family, compared to nuclear family. Okay, so thank you for that. It was my point, and definitely I would like to support joint family. Thank you for that.
Okay, that was very cool enough to terrify them. So what do you think about this, Jannat? Will you be able to backfire?
Okay, yeah, that was also great point. But obviously, I have that precious member or participants to be make your team lag. So I would like to invite Miss Elena. Hello, Elena.
Yeah, hello. You can hear me
Yeah,
clearly?
yeah, I can hear you. I can
Okay.
hear you.
Okay.
So all the best. Yeah,
Let me
Elena.
know when I
You
can
can
start.
continue.
Then I would.
Yeah, now you can start with your
Okay.
points.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
all the best.
Okay. Good evening to all. And here I am from the team who supports nuclear family. And I'm going to focus on two of the main advantages in nuclear family. I would start my points with facts. First, I looked up to the latest Indian census data report. The number of nuclear family has actually increased from 2001, which shows 135 millions to 172 millions in 2011. Why? Why this number has increased? This shows more and more people are actually moving to nuclear family. So just now, AJ did share that he stated it's forced upon, but I do not agree with that, because when you look at the data, people move to nuclear family. There are a few points. One is to increase education or to get employment to an urban area. They moved from the current rural area, and here they are moving then to nuclear family. So in order to increase and improve their lifestyle, they have chosen over joint family, because education and unemployment is not, it's actually a good thing to increase and to get education, right? And second, overall, you can see even across India, the joint family percentage has dropped. It has dropped to 16.1%. And this is also, you can see, basically it's from the rural area movement to the urban area, as I pointed out earlier. This is the first advantage, which I'm going to share, which is in a nuclear family, you can see a shared responsibility, and everyone learn to be independent. In a joint family, it is like a painted picture. It looks good, but when you are in there, then you realize that, okay, you actually do not want to be there. You
30 seconds.
would actually like to move out from to a nuclear family. And here, the kids learn how to be independent, and also can see how the parents, both husband and wife, work together and work and share loads in the house. And this will show the kids the parents' love for each other. And second point, I want to I would like to conclude, if you haven't tried, you should never know that joint family is like a painting you wish to have, but when you chosen a wrong painting, then you want to have a nuclear family. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you.
Elena, thanks for sharing your fire like points. So, what do you think, Emperor? Will you be able to contribute my
Yeah,
participant
that was
main
good
point?
enough. But better you
Okay,
guys
the
bring
good
yourself
thing.
some fire extinguishers because I'm gonna invite Anvi with some great counterpoints. So better you buckle up to tackle that. So I call upon Anvi. You there?
Yes, I am here. First
Yeah.
of
Go.
all, good evening to everyone, and thanks for giving me this opportunity. So, I'm not gonna start with any types of code. As Elena said that if somebody is living in nuclear family, so the husband and wife they do work and but they can share everything equally. I don't think so. It's a correct thing. See, if you're living in a joint family, the work is divided between everyone. Everyone, everyone realizes their responsibility. You know, there is no burden, no pressure. These kinds of things will never happen with you. Work does not feel like a burden. Okay. And the second is that if you live in a joint family, then you will never feel bored or you will never feel alone. And the third thing is that if you are living in a joint family, you will feel a stress free environment. And my fourth point is that if somebody is living in a joint family, the bond between the member is just strong. Like we know about the emotional things, and emotionally, financially bond of togetherness. So these kinds of things we learn from the joint family. And the third and the fifth thing is that we give the importance of values and rules. Like, for example, if we are living in a joint family, so they teach us we have to follow so many rules. So, right, like, for example, I'm going to give you a real example. We are living in the society, and we cannot do anything whatever we want. We have some restrictions, we cannot do anything. So this we these things we already taught by our family. So this is the good thing. And the last but not least, that is things is etiquettes and social skills. Our family teaches us how to behave the peoples, how to behave relatives, outsiders, and how to communicate with the people. And there's a quote, it is said that like unity is strength. This is completely following in our India. Like, in India there are so many people, and we know that unity is strength. So this thing is, we learn this thing. If you are living in a joint family, we learn these things, how to be live in a unity. If you are living in a nuclear family, then you cannot learn these kinds of things. So yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay. That was mind blowing, and you went point wise, like point by point. It was like tearing them apart piece by piece. So it was great indeed. What do you think about this, Janak?
Okay, yeah, obviously I have one more participant in my team who can bound your participant's point. So I would like to invite Mr. Prakash. Hello, Mr. Prakash.
Hello, thank you, Janak. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would
so
like
okay,
to,
all
yeah,
your
I would
best.
like to, yeah, I'd like to share my opinion of benefit of nuclear family, and the team B are not is not aware about these benefits of to be a nuclear family. So first of all, financial status, as we know that in joint family there are more people. Okay, have more people in a number than nuclear family. So as we know, as the number of people are less in a nuclear family, the expenditure could come down. In such a case, financial problem does not arise in nuclear family. Money can be saved for future achievement and to face uncertain crisis of family. All enjoy independent life and can be engaged in any economic activities to supplement family income. So the will and desire of children and are considered and are given a proper weightage. So if we talk about the joint family, okay, so each and every person have to contribute their earning and at equally. So there are so this is the thing that no in a joint family family a family are not able is not able to save their save money for their for his future. And second thing I would like to say that a better condition of woman in nuclear family, the condition of woman is better than joint family. She gets enough time to look after her children. She also get time to plan and manage her house according to her own idea. So there is no interference to elders. So as we know, in early time, the status of women in our country were inferior to men in the practical life. So in joint family, the same thing is going on and happen. So women are considered just the household worker and servant. They in joint family they are not they have not a right they are not right to work independently to go outside. In joint family, so there is so nuclear family is comprised just four or three or four persons. So in where the women have a equal right to a man as compared to joint family. So the third thing is a responsibility, personal responsibility. There is no doubt that no responsibility are same in the nuclear family like there
30
in the
seconds.
yeah. The parents are obliged to accept responsibility their children and on their own. So the head of the family in the nuclear family needs to work hard to take care of his family and the harmony and peace. And the for a pleased family relationship, peace and prosperity are extremely important. Misunderstandings are bound to exist in any family. However, the number of members are fewer in a less in a nuclear family. There is a possibility of reduction in a misunderstanding amongst each other. So there is a less possibility like the fight between and misunderstanding between husband and wife. As if we are talk about the joint family, there are like believe there are are many people, so they have their different ideas view, so they always interfere in privacy of another person. So I have done this is my
Okay.
Yeah, I must say, sorry for interruption. The person really did really great. Thank you.
Okay. So thanks for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you, Prakash, for sharing your bullet like points. And yeah, so Emperor, whom you want come to contribute the point of Mr. Prakash?
Yeah, that was really good enough, but not good enough to demolish the wall we have built. So I'm gonna call upon Gitanjali to express her views. Gitanjali, you there?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm here. Hello, friends. I'm here participated in debate which has the topic joint family versus nuclear family. So I'm going to favor the joint family. So I think, as Prakash said, joint family have every members have different ideas. So I want to must say, as joint family has the book is like a bouquet. In bouquet there are lots of different flowers. That's like the joint family is like a bouquet. So joint families consist of the blood relation. It means they eat together, they live together, they share their common life. Can you imagine the happiness of the joint family where the kids are roaming around, running around, and 20 people on a dining, people eating together, having fun? Can you feel the zeal of the blessings that the children getting from their grandparents, their uncle aunts, their cousins, and of course from their parents? One fact is that which I want to share, that the kids who are grow up in joint family turns out to be a more matured, sincere and caring, and they are enjoyed their life triple than the other children's. And my second point is that, as Prakash said, in a nuclear family, a person there is no financial burden. But I want to must say, in a nuclear family, there is only one man or sometimes a woman who financially handle their home. But in joint family, every month's income is in divided equally, and since in joint family there is no burden of financial, uh, so it's not a burden anymore. And my third perspective is that in joint family there is a plenty of uh, supports. If we need any case of the emergency, then there is a no need worry because there is one in your family member who will help you financially problem or emotional support or medical or any issues. The family members guide you in right
Which time
direction.
Happy birthday. Which topic going on?
Uh,
If
Anuj.
the if the children's done any wrong thing, then the elder will correct it immediately. And I know that, as Prakash said, there is a restrictions, so I must say to
30
him,
seconds.
there is a restrictions in joint family. But why there is? Because our elders care for us. Since they're caring, we feel like a restriction. So I believe that living in a joint family is a blessing, because I live in a nuclear family since I have the value of joint family. So yeah, I'm going to favor the joint family. Yes, thank you.
Okay, well spoke. Well spoke. That was great from your side. So, Janet, who is coming from your side to tackle that?
Okay, so from my side, I would like to call Mr. Junaid, who is having just infinite number points, you can say. So, Junaid, hello.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay,
So, yeah, all the best. Stage is
thank you.
yours and come up with your points.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. So every social structure has its own place. So has the nuclear family rightly earned for themselves. World is changing fast, so is the dynamics of family. Hi, this is Junaid. My turn to talk about why nuclear family is important in the society. Let me begin with the negative aspect of the nuclear family. It has been seen children living in the nuclear family do not have guidance from their grandparents. Thus, they are deprived by the moral standpoint, deprived by the love and care and the physical presence. It may seem true on the surface level, however, advantages surpass way beyond the negative aspects. Quoting, if sun has burning tendencies of causing skin cancer, it also has the energy to provide sustenance to earth. Similarly, nuclear family has the same energy to provide their dependencies, expression of freedom, speech, and choice. With that being said, more than 3 ways we can easily tackle the above stated problem. First, before having child, couples go through counseling regards the procurement of child, which ensures parent themselves have higher moral ground. Second, opt for social events vital for child spiritual awareness. Last but not the least, they must be reminded about their roots, where they can where they can form display of the parenthood, the showing the display of the parenthood, showcasing not only their sense of belonging but also invoke strong personality ready to face the world. Quoting, I don't need to be with my child, rather, the essence of me should remain. Few years of partial delayed physical absence is reasonable sacrifice for saving lifetime misery of a child. Thus, this is why nuclear family has its own importance in the society, because it teaches us very fundamental thing about democracy. Thank you. Junaid signing off.
Okay.
Okay, Junaid. Thank you for mentioning your mind-blowing and awesome points. So, Emperor, whom you would like to invite to tackle this, to handle
Yeah.
this situation.
To take him down fair and square, I'm gonna call upon learning comes with hard work. You there?
Yeah, hello, hi everyone, a very warm welcome. And this is the first time I'm participating in this group. So, as Junaid said about the democracy, first I would like to, I do agree on democracy, but democracy itself defines the joint family, right? Why we are taking example of so many things? Why not take an example of corona outbreak? Like joint family, if you take example of joint family, like if we go to corona pandemic, we see that nuclear family was not able to establish the confidence which joint family established during pandemic time. You need family members to establish the confidence. So corona is the best example. Why we are taking examples from others background? I am not biased towards any cultures. We need to take an example from Ramayana. It is the best example of joint family where Lakshmana, where all four brothers, where all family members were supporting Rama. So I'm not biased, but I do support joint family. Why we are taking examples of so many things? So it already has its own opulence, like nuclear family is something which you get in the society, but they are isolated. If you take example like peace group, like peace from group A, he was talking about the ruler facts, like 19% it downgraded from some points. Like village itself an example of joint family. Why we are stucking with the facts and figures. Like joint family itself is the best example, like to incorporate your strength. Like for example, if you want to study, like, so why nuclear family is there, one or two person is able to support you. But if you look at the Indian democracy, there are a lot of people in the joint family who will come forward and will support you. Okay, so there are many pros and cons of each family. But if you look at if you look at the the burden of joint family is less from the nuclear family. So talking about all these things, I do talk, like I also talk about the love and care. You get love and care in the joint family. Why? Because you have your maternal uncle, your grandmother, your many siblings, like like your parents having your brothers and brothers having their siblings. So you get love and care. You have the feeling of togetherness. Like you don't have to care about many things. Like if something is gonna get wrong, you have the family members to support you. You have the feeling of togetherness. And especially a child is never lonely in this platform.
30
Like
seconds.
okay, so I would like to conclude, like happiness is the main thing that you need to encounter in your life, and joint family is the best way to get happiness in the life. That's it. Signing off. This is learning comes with hard work. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, well done. It was actually mind blowing. It was like an explosion of energy and well points, Hats off, man. So, Janath, how are you gonna recover from this?
Yeah, I have one like breathtaking point she is having, I guess. So I would like to ask to share her points. Miss Rajrit Kaur. Hello, Miss Rajrit Kaur. Are you there? Are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
I'm audible.
Okay. So yeah, buddy. Yeah, you are completely audible. So all the best and
Okay.
just pick up.
I listened all the point which is told by the team A, and the first point is the burden of the finance. And let me tell you, the burden of the finance is much less in nuclear family as compared to joint family, because you have to complete the wishes of all one. Either he or she is your child or not, or he or she belong to your brother's family or your sister's family, or so that time you have to distribute your financial conditions in that time, and you have a like a peanut is remaining for your own family, and you can't complete your wishes of your child, what he want or what she want, what type of study he she want to teach. That time you have to do sacrifice, and But in nuclear family, you can invest your money according to your wish. You can complete your the wishes of your child. You can give them all kind of study, entertainment, recreation center. They can bring out their talents and ability. They must be multi-talented because they are getting all type of education, which is always come by the financial conditions, a good financial condition. Secondly, if you want a good freedom, or if you want to be a self dependent in your life, so that time you must go with a nuclear family. The first case is in a joint family there is an interruption in each and every case. I know this is good, but this is a modern era and nobody want a this interruption in their in this interruption in their personal life, because many times child when go to under pressure and they he or she feel irritate, and so that's why whenever she want or he want to share his feeling, so that time nuclear family is the best. Directly they can share their feelings with their parents. They can spend time with yourself, by which they can find their own weakness, their big points. They can know what kind of study they want. They can introduce by themselves, by which they can get a positive kick,
30
and that is the
seconds.
big achievement of life. And my final point is, in a big family, you can there is a gender inequality, and the main decision is always taken by the elders. Neither the uh, woman or the child parents of the child. So that time they feel guilty because they are unable to perform the duty for their parents, for their children. So that time nuclear family is the best. So there are many cases we can see related to mental depression, and in joint family that the ratio is like 85%, and in the child they are who are mentally pressured due to joint family, but the ratio is quite less in the nuclear family. So I can say that nuclear family is best as compared to joint family. Thank you.
Okay, Rajikot. Thanks for sharing your magnificent points. Yeah. So, Emperor, whom you would like to ask and to recover this?
Okay, to tackle that, I'm gonna invite Neha. So I hope she's gonna tackle really well. So are you there?
Yeah, I'm
Ne-
audible.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. So I would like to ask Rajneet Kaur, have you just said that mental issue? Where have you taken this data, dear? You know that joint family have more member, and there are lots of generation people, just like your grandparents. Sometimes you can share our problem with your grandparents. Sometimes you are not comfortable to share your problems with your only parents. You can share your problems with cousins, uncle, aunt, and elders. You know that in the joint family you have lots of member to share your feelings, and according to age you can share with anyone, from to smile child and grandparents. So and you so you when you share your thoughts and your experience and your ups and downs of life, so you can't depress. And mental issue only have with the most of the time we found that in the nuclear family, because nuclear family parents are busy to for working, and what are the child doing they don't even know. They are maybe addicted in some wrong games like blue whale and the other like games, because they have more privacy, and for the children it is not right to get a more privacy we can until they are not 80 plus 18. So they can watch anything in the internet and all these things, because they are misusing their privacy. They don't know the moral of uh, a children, what a good deed, what a bad deed. Who taught you? Because parents are busy and no elder in the home. They can teach the moral and ethics and all these things. And you know that the nuclear family child is introverted. You can say that they are less confident to face the crowd of people. And if we compare the joint family member, so you can feel that energy of the joint family member, because they have faced the uh, lots of things in the joint family. They learn the sharing and caring. They learn honesty. They learn how to behave to others, and they have experience. They have confidence to talk to someone else, so they can share and they can adjust in any environment. But if
30 seconds.
we compare, yeah, so my point is that you know that bloodline, we got the joint family. And most important thing I really wanted to share, because you are in the nuclear family, you are thinking that my family, not my cousin's family, no, not my grandfather father's other child family. So now my uncle and not my aunt, we become a selfish person. And in the joint family, what you saying that for you, your child, and when he grow up, so you will able to that you can imagine that that child will throw you out the house, and you may be the oldest shelter. So what do you think, it is right? Okay, that's it.
Okay. So well spoke. It was pretty amazing. So I think, yeah, Jannat, you there?
Yeah, Emperor, I'm here.
Yeah.
So
So
it's yeah, we guess we over with the first round,
no,
and
no.
we are
Actually, I
just
think there is still one member from your side, right? Team A, I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm here.
uh,
So we can give
I
him a
have
chance.
two members here.
Okay.
Okay,
We
we
can only
can, but
give one
I
of
have
them a chance.
two minutes left. Okay, so
Yeah.
I would like to give chance Miss Smile. Hello,
Look as a
hey
decent,
Smile.
decent guy.
Uh, decent guy. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. Are you ready, decent guy, to speak?
yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so
So,
all the best. Flow your thoughts.
thank you, Jannat. Okay, thank you, Jannat, for giving me the time. By the way, good evening to all presentees. I'm decent guy, and today I'm gonna speak here about advantages of nuclear family over joint family. So, like my friend Peace already have explained nuclear family very well. So I'm not gonna focus on the definition of nuclear family. I'm just gonna give the examples and prove why nuclear family is best. So when I start thinking about this topic, one question came in my mind. Like personally, I don't believe in argument. I just believe on the things which I have learned from my past and my history. So that question was, what if there was no joint family in the time of Mahabharata? What if they have a nuclear family? There would be no fight for the throne. There will be no jealousy, no killing. They are gonna live peacefully. This thing shattered the concept of, you can say, joint family, because if you have a joint family, it creates chaos. So many of my learned friends from other group like PM mentioned that joint family is Jannat. Like you can compare it with Jannat. It's not Jannat. It can be hell, as we seen in Mahabharata. Okay, and one of my learned friend even said learning come with hard work. About Ramayana, that it was a very peaceful family. All brothers are supporting Lord Rama. But even there was a clash between Rama and Bharata, not Rama and Bharata. There was a jealousy in the mother, like Kakai, not yeah, and that's why Rama have to gone for a vanvas for 14 years. If it was a nuclear family, it won't be like Rama would be a king. he don't have to go for a vanvas. So you can't say that joint family is better than a nuclear family. In nuclear family, you have a better management. You will not have clashes. You will have love with people. And some of my learned friends are also saying that if you are in a nuclear family, you will be bored and you will feel alone. But friends, do you know, like, now this is a era in which we are very busy. We don't
Okay.
have time for us. So
Why
how
not?
can we feel bored and alone? And about the mental health, if we will not have, like Potter, like one of my learned friend Potter have mentioned about mental health. If we would not have clashes in our home, our mental health will be gone up very much better. And I will just one point more. And one of my friend was even saying about the characteristic of child. Like if he will be in a joint family, he will have a better characteristic. And even he was like Gitanjali was that, and she was even saying that, and they will even get help from the elders.
Okay,
First of
Disankar,
all, I would like,
wrap
yeah,
up.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from
I
So
just want, okay.
yes, and
its time is over, Rishan, actually. So yeah,
yeah.
thanks for sharing your thoughts and contribute
So
the great points. So Emperor, should we start
yeah,
the
from
second round?
no, from my side also one guy is gonna come. Then we can proceed to another round. So I'm gonna invite the one who
Okay.
started the war and the war as well. So I'm gonna invite AJ Potter. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, continue.
So many points have been raised in this debates, and some were good points, some were point with wrong facts, like the fact about mental health. So if we look at the data, the real fact is the mental health issue is far higher in nuclear family because of the extreme isolation and pressure of responsibility. And one point about financial. So someone said that you have to share your resources with your joint family. Yes, but it teaches us selflessness. It teaches us to it teaches the value of selflessness, doesn't it? Suppose if you are well paid off today you have job, but tomorrow you lose it, like it happened in pandemic. Who will support you? Your family of the joint family members, they will support you, right? Because you have supported earlier. This is the life example of sharing and caring that we keep chattering about as a quote. And the second point I have in my mind that um, someone was saying about misunderstanding that happen in a joint family. So my question is, what will you do if a misunderstanding arises? You will run away from it, according to you. Like you are saying that there's a misunderstanding in a joint family, so a nuclear family is better. Suppose a similar misunderstanding arise in your office. So will you leave your job also? And another point is that the status of women is not good because of joint family system. This is completely factually wrong. This problem is because of existing patriarchal issue, and we are working toward to make it down. This is not because of joint family system. No, this is completely wrong. And someone again we come about financial status that someone was saying that expenditure in nuclear families far less. But if we consider the collective expenditure of all the family members, then it is lesser in joint family system. Even government of India recognize it. You go and check the website, you will find it out there. And many people are saying that the one issue that we haven't taken yet, like suppose each and every time a new family arrive in a market, like said market, okay, so they have to establish themselves in a society. But if you are part of a government, if you are part of a joint family, you are already in a well established
So
society.
Disankar,
You don't have that pressure, right? And at the concluding argument, I would say that no family is perfect. We argue, we fight, we even stop talking to each other. But in the end, a family is a family, and love will always be there. So greater the family, the greater the love will be. Thank you.
yeah, that was quite amazing. Thanks for that, AJ Potter. Concluded really well. So, Jana, you can.
Yeah, so yeah, so guys, we just done with first round, and we are just about to start the second round, which you can say the face-to-face round. So I'd like to ask Mr. Emperor to introduce the rules of the second round.
Okay, so
Sorry to interrupt you, Janet ma'am, but please don't forget me.
but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
sure.
already 1 hour, so you can go for Mega Smile
Um,
if you don't mind.
yeah.
Okay, so I will be introducing the rules once again so that you guys don't make a chaos over here. So we will be assigning 4 minutes 30 seconds. We'll be choosing one member from each group, like each team, and they will come ahead. They will be getting 4 minutes 30 seconds each, and they have to go against each other. The first guy will like ask a question to the another guy. He has to answer it and place his own question. So it should go according to like according this cycle, and yeah, points will be allocated on that basis. And once again, I say it's not like who is gonna speak more, they're gonna get more points. I'm just saying it again and again. So everything matters upon the relevance, and yeah, that's it. And there is also a helpline option that you guys can opt to if you wanna and like if you don't are not able to figure out some answer of your fellow mate, then you can just opt for this helpline which I've already mentioned at the start. So without any delay, let's dive into it. So who is coming from your side, Jana?
Okay, from my side, I would like to invite Ms. Rajrit Kaur. Hello, Rajrit.
Yes.
Hello. Okay, so
Okay,
yeah,
from my
whom you
side,
want from your side, Emperor?
yeah, it's Neha from my side. Neha, you there?
Audible?
Yeah, you are.
You both guys time just starting
Hi.
from now.
Hi,
Yeah,
Neha.
Rajvi, hi. You can speak.
No, you can speak.
Guys, don't like waste the
Give,
time.
Okay.
Neha, give me
So
question.
so how what do you think about the nuclear family? Uh, why better than joint family? Can you give me a valid reason?
There are many valid reasons, not only one.
So can you describe me?
Better freedom, better psychological development, better mental ability, better chances. You get a more chance to show your ability, to bring out your talent. You can learn more from your experience rather than just by learning your elders, because you nowadays children are listening from one ear and they are just drop out whole the scenario from the other ear. So rather than the listening or throwing, you can learn from your experience, from your observations. That is the best experience in the world. You can search you can ask this
Okay.
question to the anyone.
Okay. Are you done?
No, you
Okay.
can
So
ask another question.
no. I will ask you a question with your answer, because you have given me so much point. Just like you have mentioned the your mental
Okay,
illness.
give me the
So it
okay. If
happens.
you think that there is a so
Let me
much
speak. Let me
bounding in
speak.
the joint
Let me
family,
speak,
so why
Rajveer.
the joint
It is
family
not
made
fair. When you
suicide
were
in the
speaking, I was
Delhi? You
listening to
know,
you
13 members were
patientfully.
died in the Delhi. So give me why they are doing this kind of
Emperor, look at
activities.
where is the rule? Okay.
Guys, if you
No,
both shout on each other, it's not a work.
Okay. So you you
Just
were
try
speaking
to
that
be
okay. So you know
yeah,
that
just try.
you talk about the atmosphere and learning thing. And when you talk about the learning from the experience, who is the person is smarter than who learns someone other's experience. If you are learning experience, it is not issue, but you are wasting your time, because you are doing that. Someone is telling you that it is a bad thing and you can't do that, but you are tried. that you try and you learn from your experience. It is a waste of energy, time, and it is a foolishness.
Okay,
If
dear,
you
dear.
live in a
Nowadays,
if
children
you live in
don't like
a
to listen
joint family,
anybody.
one second,
Nowadays,
one second.
children do not like to listen anybody.
So
They
it is,
just want
yeah,
to
it
learn
is
from
a
their own
problem of
experience.
nuclear family, because it is a problem. If they
Oh,
will
this
live
is a
in the
this
joint
happen
family, they
major
will
cases
see,
in the joint families.
they
So
will
don't
respect
worry. This
the
case, this
decisions
thing
of
happen
which make by
major
the
in the
elders,
joint
because
families.
the rules. Let me speak, or you can speak. What will you choose?
No,
Let me
I always
present
choose
my
the
points also.
nuclear family because I live in a nuclear family and
No,
and
no,
a better
I'm
chance
not talking about the
to
nuclear
show my
family.
abilities.
Show your abilities. If you interact with more people, just like cousin and your cousins, okay, someone has a unique talent and someone has unique talent. You can show your talent, you can compete to their, and you can learn the more in the
That
joint
thing make me
family. And
limited.
in
That
if
thing
you
make me
and you
limited. But by showing the
you
talent in the
it is
in
your
front of
problem, dear.
audience,
It is
I
not
can
joint
unlimited my
family problem.
talent.
If
That
you have
time
got,
I will my
you know
talent
that
must
it
be
is your
limited
problem
in
that
that
you are
case.
thinking like that. If you will
No,
think
this is
like
not
that,
my problem
that
only.
it
This
is
is
my
not my
joint
problem
family,
only.
what your ability, who's the person is, when you show your ability, okay, when suppose that you got the wondrous
30 seconds are left,
Nobel
guys.
Prize
30
in the
seconds.
world. Yeah, yeah. If you win the whole world, so who is ever your person that you will show your victory?
My
Who will?
parents,
If you have, if
my
you
parent, my father, my
only
mother,
your
my
parent, and
sister, my
what about,
sibling,
and yeah, yeah,
and my
what about
whole
your
society.
parents?
My word,
What
because
about
what is my
what
family?
about the grandparents? What about the grandparents? They are also parents for someone else. If you are loving only your parents, not your
Okay,
parents to parents,
time
just
is
like
up.
a
Why?
grandparents, it is not fair.
Okay.
Just time is
Okay,
up.
that's my
Time is
point.
up.
She is shouting
Why?
rather than the debate. She is like
But, yeah,
fighting.
yeah. We got
No,
this.
but dear,
Okay,
you
okay.
know,
So, Janat, who is coming from
but
your side?
stay in temperature.
Okay,
Cool
Rajit,
down your
it's enough.
temperature.
Rajit, time is over. So just
Yes, don't
wait.
worry.
So from my side, the next participant will be Miss Smile. Hello, Smile.
Okay. From my side, I'm gonna invite
Uh,
Gitanjali.
is he here? Okay.
Yes,
Gitanjali
I'm here.
here. And before
Yes.
that, I just want to say that, guys, just remember the rules and the allocation of points. It is entirely based on relevance, okay? Not about taking more time. Yeah, carry on.
Yes.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Yes. Can you asking or I can ask
Yeah, you can ask
question?
me. Yeah, you can
Okay.
ask me.
So your fellow members mentioned that children have the
Mm-hmm.
children want the freedom and they want freedom and my question is that uh, why children have the freedom in nuclear family? What things they want to do which they can't do in joint family? Answer me.
Okay, so you know what they learned it if we talk about nuclear family. So they learn it from different things. How to manage money. What I know about me. So I'm also belong to nuclear family. So I had also seen from my parents that how can they face money for these times, and if they do not have money. So if we talk about joint family can help us, so that moment never can help us. And you know what, they are not stay by me as I think. And if we talk about other things, that we have to be joined, like a children's also want to live in joint family. But what's of the
You're
most
not getting
thing.
my point. I'm talking about the freedom. Why the children have the freedom? What the things they want to do which they can't do in joint family?
Okay. So as I think that they not to go to other places, because if they will go, so someone can interrupt up anytime. Like a grandmother can interrupt that. Oh my God, they don't do go. They are like outside if they want to go, and to see if her and him want to do something different, like dancing. So over there, oh over there, grandmother and grandfather said that no, you cannot do it like that.
They can't say you can't do that. their restrictions are that they just for our caring, they said for our caring, and uh, they why the restrictions give on children's is that because children's doing wrong thing, they using wrong of their freedom. So since
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Say.
they can't using their freedom in right direction, they are wasting their time, they are going in wrong side, like children's going to drug smoking and clubbing in night. So since our parents giving restrictions to the children, so this is the reason. But in nuclear family, the children want the freedom since they are hating to the joint family. So it is the wrong thing.
You
What do
know
you
what?
think?
Actually, I want to tell you one thing that it's not only happening in nuclear family; it's also happening in joint family as well. Who's living in joint family? They are also drinker. They are also smoker. And over there, we can say that uncles and auntie. No, sorry, uncles and we can say that our biggest pupils and grandfather. Few family. I'm not to blame to all families, but it's also belong to they just a drinker as well. So
We are talking about the freedom of the children. So talk about the children. We are not talking about the grandparents and uncle and aunts. It's not like that. So it's, are you getting my point?
Yeah, I got it. So, ma'am, I want to explain you one thing that as you know also very well that grandmother also stop because as I think that my side of my place, if I talk about so over here, all people we can say grandmother don't want to let to children's dancing, and they if they will sing to them dancing and singing in front of someone else, so that moment they just look them in different mind, and they can never to show them talent. So why it's happening?
They never control our
Okay,
talent. They
okay.
supports to the right
The
thing only. So it is the
over.
point.
Time is over.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's my
Yeah.
time is over.
By the way, hats
So,
off to you guys. Your sync between you guys was literally amazing. Yeah. So kudos to this pair. Who is coming from your side next?
from my side, Elena is coming. Hello, Elena.
Okay.
Sorry, Jannat. This is different guy. Sorry for this, but I think you didn't.
So, I think
So,
Elena, she was about to unmute.
okay. From my side, PM is gonna come. PM, you there?
Decent
Hello.
guy right now, right? Then after that.
Yeah, I am here. Yeah, I am
Okay.
here. I am audible.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
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 decent.
Yeah.
okay.
So you guys ready to go, both of you? Decent guy.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
Emperor
Who is
versus
from
me
Team
or
B?
PM.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, start the timer. Yeah.
So
PM, PM, PM.
okay, PM. It's PM. Okay. So brother, I have a question for you. Like some of your learned like group member was saying that if you are in a joint family, you will have a overall better character. You will have better moral values, right? You agree with it? I'm asking you, PM. Do you agree with this point? Because your members have said this. Just say yes or no. Do you agree with this? Hello.
Because in joint family, you listen. In joint family, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible. No, I'm not asking about the reason. I'm just asking you agree with this point or not?
Please repeat your question. Please repeat your question.
As your friend have mentioned that if you live in a joint family, you will
Because
build a better character and you will gonna have a better moral values. Do you agree with this point? Like, do you agree with your teammates? Yes. Hello.
Yeah, of course. I'm
Okay,
agree.
so my
I'm agree.
okay, so my
Yeah, I'm
question is
agree.
like, okay, so my question is like, when there was a debate between like first two members, it was, I guess, Rajreet Kaur and Neha, right? So why, like, if you have a better character and you have a better moral values, then why they have fight in between? Like, why Neha was not listening to her, and why she was fighting with her? Like,
Because
if
listen, because we are empowered as well. Okay, if someone is doing wrong, then we are able to take action as well. Decent guy. Okay, only by taking a name like decent guy, it is not like that you are decent or anyone is decent like that. Okay, we are empowered like that. If someone is doing wrong and if someone is is speaking wrong, then we are able to take action as well. Okay.
so bro, you think
Yeah,
like
we
suppressing
are empowered
someone
in both
else?
manner. Yeah.
Listen to me. You spoke your point. Let me speak now. So
Yeah, of course.
as per you, that suppressing someone else's feeling, suppressing someone else's thought is called empowering, right? Like
You
she
are
was not
you
given, she
you
was
know
not giving chance to Rajreet Kaur to make her point. She
l-
was cutting her point in between. Is it called
dear
decency in your terms? Is
listen
it called
dear member,
empowerment in
dear
your term?
brother, listen,
Yeah.
don't be biased. Okay, being unbiased, you should look and after that you should ask. Okay, don't be
Why you think
biased.
I'm biased? We have to
Yeah,
be
of course,
biased.
because
Like
yeah,
I am. We have to
if
be
you are
biased
talking
to the
about your
topic.
member, if you are talking about your member, then you have to think both. Okay, because if she was saying something, then our member called Niha, she was able to speak out that thing. Okay, decent guy.
You are not understanding what I mean to say.
Yeah, I'm getting everything whatever you are trying to say. Okay, but you should
Uh,
understand what I'm saying to you.
no.
Better you guys
Uh,
get back to track.
uh, yeah. No. I just want to make
Okay,
point that
so now
building a
my
character
now it's my turn.
doesn't came with. Okay, you ask.
Okay. So, at the present time, we have seen there is a lot of mental issues. Okay. People are suffering like that. And why it is happening in only in a nuclear family? Where there is a less member. Why? Even, there is a
That's
IS, IPS, there is a officer who are doing suicide because they are in the tension and they are in a nuclear family. This is the reason because they are in the nuclear family. Okay. They have a lot of money. Okay, you said
bro.
that in nuclear family, money is.
Bro, you are asking the question and you are giving the answer itself. Should I
No,
answer or
not
will
answer.
you answer?
Yeah, of course, you have to answer. Go ahead.
Okay, so you are giving
Sorry
me
guys,
me the
I just
example of what?
Okay, time's up.
now I want to inform
No,
time
at
is
least let me
just
answer. Like,
over.
uh,
Sorry,
can I?
listen guys, just time is over. Sorry for that. Like I just
And
forgot to inform.
the thing is
Decent
that
guy.
I will.
Try to be
I will.
active, okay? Decent guy.
okay,
Try to active.
guys, mute
This is
mute
also
yourself.
a.
Okay, most of time you guys just waste your time talking over irrelevant things, and for that I don't know. So let's invite other members. So who's coming from your side?
Okay. From my side, Elena, she is coming. From your side?
Okay, from my side, learning, hard work. You there?
Yeah,
From learning,
I'm there.
that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, hello. You can
Hello.
hear me? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
can I ask one question? Okay. Are you ready?
As I'm a girl, if you want to
Okay.
be, or do you mind if I ask the question first?
Yeah, no
Or
worries at all. Ladies first.
I
Yeah,
don't
go
want
ahead.
to be gender biased, but if you want to ask the question first,
No,
you can go ahead.
even if you are, I don't care. Okay, you go ahead,
Okay,
please.
then let me ask the question.
Yeah.
I would explain a scenario, and you as a guy, you just need
Yeah.
to tell me whether you want to be in this situation or not. After a
In,
tiring day of work, you come home And then you are seeing your mother and your wife is arguing, and both of them are trying to get your your point of view, that who is right. You are in the middle of two women. One is your mother who raised you from small, and one is a girl who believed and came with you after marrying. Do you want to
Okay.
be in this situation and stuck there, and every day coming tiring from work and stuck in this kind of daily argument? Do you want to be
Okay.
like that? Do
Okay.
you want to be
So
in that
you want
situation?
you. Okay. Okay.
The
The
question is,
question
do
is
you want to be in that situation?
no, no. I'm just
No,
giving you a counter
no, you
one.
don't.
Just listen to
No,
me.
no.
Just listen to me. That
First,
are you correlating with this joint family or nuclear family? Just give me this scenario.
excuse me. Do you know I am from which team and you are from which team? I'm
Yeah,
asking
I
you a
know.
simple question, whether you want to be stuck in this situation,
No, I don't.
yes or no?
First of all, okay. First of
It's
all,
a
I don't
simple
want to
question,
stuck.
isn't it? It's a simple
Listen to
question, isn't
me,
it?
Elena. Listen to me. Listen to me. This question is not a yes or no question. First of all,
It
you
is a
are asking
simple
question.
yes and
Try to
no
bear
question.
with us, okay? Try to bear me. Let me answer your question,
You are
okay?
not answering
The
the
fact
question.
is
It's
that
a
I
simple
will take
question.
care of.
Don't be argue.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. I'm just
It
Elena.
is.
Let me
It
finish.
is a simple question. It's whether you want to be in this situation, yes or no. It's a simple question.
Learning, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I said I want to be in this situation. Yeah, I want to. I'm happy to be in this situation.
Okay, you are happy to be in this
Yeah,
situation daily after
yeah,
a tiring
very
work,
much.
and you want to be
Daily.
in this daily. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now you are done. Can I ask?
Yeah, you can ask.
Yeah, please. Okay. So first of all, the question you asked about, my mother and my wife, I am stuck in between both of them. So I would like to take part. I would like to take care my mother and my wife together. I will take care of both of them. Now my question goes to you. One of your team member talked about the Mahabharata and Ramayana classes. First of all, it's not a class. It's something that, which teaches us how to live a life, how to live in a joint family. Do you think that as nuclear family, if nuclear family would have been there at that point of
Can I
time, it would
request
have
you
been
not to
possible,
shout?
Maharta?
You are shouting and it's too
No,
loud.
I'm in a vacant room. That is why my voice is getting louder. So
Yeah, it's too loud and
apologies
it's
for
like
that.
shouting to me.
Okay. Let me lower down. Okay, why I'm trying to say, one of your member talked about Mahabharata and Ramayana classes. So that is not classes. So do you think if nuclear family would have been there at that point of time, do we have the Gita and Mahabharata and Ramayana, dispute? Yes or no?
First of all, I am not Indian. I don't know that particular history of it. And I can definitely
30
tell
seconds are
you
left,
or
guys.
anyone is not there, not living at that time. So rather than looking at that old time frame, maybe it's good that if you refer to a current time frame, your existing experience and where you live, I think that is actually would be
Okay,
better.
whole world is following yoga and Gita. So you have to have learn of this Gita and
I'm
Mahabharata and
not
Ramayana.
Indian and I do
Okay,
not need to
it
be
doesn't matter
Indian
you
and
are
I
Indian
do not
because
need
today we are
to.
living in globalization. Okay, today is the era of globalization. Better to learn over the internet. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I'm done now. Time is over, I
Wait,
believe.
wait.
Okay, thank you.
The time is over. So, Emperor, hello. Emperor, are you
Yeah, yeah,
there?
yeah. I'm
Okay,
still
so
alive.
from my
Yeah.
side, okay. From my side, I asked to Junaid. Junaid, are you there?
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Junaid.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
AJ,
Okay.
you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, let me start.
Yes, sir. But let me clear first. You can ask a question in any way you want to ask, and I will answer the question in my way. That way I want
Okay,
to
Potter.
answer. I will not do yes or no because it's my answer, right?
I will not. Okay, so you're not opting for yes and no. Okay, Ajay. So I will state some statements from your team B. First
Mm-hmm.
was nuclear family. Nuclear family, kids become introvert. Let me state the fact. Introverts, if you just simply search on the internet, introverts are the one of the greatest personalities that ever lived on the face of planet Earth. So another irrelevant point, which is disregarded immediately. Another statement made by the Hina that happy family is only coming from the extended family, which is joint family. Another irrelevant point, because if she said that the happiness only comes from the joint family, then it means I am unhappy because I come from nuclear family, which is again irrelevant. That is subjective. So third point, which is that a person said from your team, it is democracy, which is entirely wrong. The meaning of democracy is the freedom of speech, the freedom of choice, and the freedom of expression. When you are in the joint family, you have none of those things because there are elders above you. You have to take decisions in certain scenarios. That is why your future's decisions are taken based on not the parents, but the grandparents or the people who are in the family. Fourth point, your team suggested that they live with happy and prosperity, which is a longer period of time that they create the correlation between the every person, so calling them entirely a family, which is not right. Again,
Actually, Janet,
irrelevant.
what
Irrelevant. Please mute this guy.
You are mentioning too many points. To let mention one by one. I'm ready to answer all your questions one by one.
Last, Potter. Please,
because I'm forgetting all your previous points, right? So you might have to repeat them.
I'm sorry, but you have to listen the last point. I just finished it.
Okay.
The last point is, again, they say your team said that we live in a happy moment. You are so wrong about the resentment. Resentment and envy is created with the people you live for very longer time. The conflicts are arising in the joint family, not in the small nuclear family. That is a stated fact. So 4 statements, 4 are been irrelevant from your team, and that are being dejected right away.
Okay.
Thank
you. You are taking so much time. So, okay, can you, okay, I will start with your last point, resentment, right? So let me be very, very clear. Resentment is a part of our life. Like both attribute, positive and negative, are part of our life.
Conflict.
Yeah, conflict. Conflict is also a part of our life. You cannot ignore them. And please listen my point. Don't interrupt in between. I don't like that because I didn't interrupt you in between, right? So suppose you are living in a society, you are living with in an environment where other people are. Conflict are right to arise. If you are if you have a conflict, if you have faced conflict in your earlier life, you are ready to resolve the conflicts. But how will you resolve the conflict when you haven't faced in any life, right? This is actually a good point. Second point, first point I will answer. You introvert are the greatest person walk on earth. Yes, but extrovert are similar. Like it's not only introvert but the greatest person. No, both have contributed into the society. And I think they didn't mean introvert. They mean socially awkwardness, socially awkward. So this happened because you are living in a secular society in a short family. In a short family. That's right. Subjective again. So why are you facing like it's because of joint family? Again, your question was wrong, right?
Dude,
democracy.
You are stating.
Let me finish.
You guys
democracy.
are stating the fact. I'm just saying this is if it is subjective, then it's not the relevant.
Ask this question, I want to answer them. Democracy. Democracy consists of 2 terms. Demo. Demo means people. How will democracy will exist when there is no people? In joint family, you learn to make.
What are you saying? What the hell? There are more than 2
Okay, guys.
There are more than 2 people.
Mute yourself.
No, Junaid, you ask your question now. I answered.
Yeah. We can discuss on this in background. You can come.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm ready to answer the question. But
okay.
you took the time and you interrupted.
Guys, AJ. We are done.
It's over, man.
Yeah. So yeah. From my side, I'm gonna call upon Tanu. Are you there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, sure you are. So who is coming from your side, Jannat?
Rajit Kaur
Is he here? Okay, she's not here. So, Leo Patrick?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Yes, Tanu, I will ask you a question, okay?
Okay, you wanna ask me?
Yeah. So I
Okay.
always observe in joint family, it's happened one problem, lack of privacy issues. Also, I lived in joint family for 1 year, and there are very lack of privacy issues. And also, if I take any decision, so like a uncle aunt always try to raise hands. If my father and mother is ready, so all those other members are ready try to say something. It's very bad habit. So I want answer from him about lack of privacy issues, and also parents don't allow to give take all decision from himself and herself.
Okay, so what I think about it, like you are talking about elders and uncles and all. So I think they are experienced, they have lived there, they have faced the world for this longer period of time. They, like there should be a healthy discussion about whatever the decision is being taken in the family. People, people of the family, people of the joint family participate in that and discusses it. And at times there are healthy discussions, so I think it should be in that way. It is good, like debates and healthy
No,
discussions, healthy
Tanu, but
debates are good,
okay,
are good.
Tanu, I
And
wanted
at
to
the end
interrupt
of
you
the
here.
day, and
I
at the
wanted
end of the day, is it like your family members hate you?
No, Tanu, I
Does your
want to
uncle,
interrupt you. In
auntie,
that sense,
grandparents hate you?
uncle,
Do they
aunt,
hate
all
you?
see, there are two family, uncle and my parents. So uncle try to think about aunt son on first position. That's why they feel jealous and they don't want to give. Uh, if I want to take any decision for myself for my
So,
career, so they feel jealous. So it's become
okay,
chaos, and after that, my life will go in hell.
okay, so like originally the joint family concept that traditional Indian society used to have, it was not in this way. Now
And
people are
now and see, and
becoming
now
a
we are
lot,
following foreigner culture,
self-centered. So
like a.
I think no, it is not the essence of joint family. In joint family, healthy discussions happen, and like if monetary issues, money issues, if someone is having money issues, then all the other family member tries to contribute to that. So like this is the essence of joint family that we people are missing out nowadays. Like things in your family are getting, people are self-centered, like, yeah. So I think it is, this concept has been adulterated sort of due to westernized thing, yeah.
But
So
I'm not
originally,
agree. But I'm not agree with, because in my case, and also I saw in my society, it's happened. Like some of us, a student wanted to take some decision, but parents is ready to allow to him and her, but other family is trying to point it out. It's very bad things, like for as a child and also as an adult. And see, in foreigner in America and in Australia and other country, they are like, if they show the social freedom towards the children's, and they can take decision, they can take on your decision with your own family, and although as himself also.
okay, and if you're talking about foreign countries that they are, they can take their own decision, like there is wrong side of this too. Like they do not support their children in that way. Parents do not have that
So
emotional
why we
connection
are,
with their children.
why we
They
are
are
following
having that distance.
foreigner.
They are having that distance from their parents. You have brought up this topic, so I'm telling you in that way. Like they stop taking the responsibility when you are 16 or 18 of years, and they lack this emotional connection. They do not have it.
30
They are
seconds remain.
discussing as if
And
they
see,
are
and
like
also I will
formally.
ask last questions to you, Tanu. Like your teammate told
Okay,
about
don't you
Ramayana.
agree with
Like
this thing,
Ramayana.
Leo Patrick? Leo Patrick, don't you agree with this thing? Like the
No, no,
institution,
no,
the
no.
family, the
I'm not
family
agree.
thing.
I agree. Like, see, I'm not agree. Like, people are Indian people are nowadays trying to follow the foreign culture, and also in previous debate we debate on one topic: village life versus city life. So see, in that debate we try to carry forward next culture. We don't want it to go in past.
No, I think it's very important to preserve our own traditional values. Yeah, we
I'm
can
sorry.
take good things. We can take good things from other culture,
Okay.
but it's
Yeah,
important to
and
go with ours. Main
Tanu,
thing.
let me know you
I
guys.
also want to ask, like, so one of your fellow mates told about Ramayana. Whatever
Guys, we are
happened
up
with
on time.
Sita in Ramayana, it's a very good thing from Sita.
Okay, very well,
Hello.
guys. Time is
Sir, please let me know what is the debate.
okay. Okay, just wait for it. So this will be the concluding round. So I'm gonna invite Neha from my side. So this will be the final round, final pair. I mean. So Neha is coming from my side.
Sir, please
Yeah.
let me know what is the debate.
Jeet, we are gonna end it. So I will tell you after this. Wait for it.
Rajit Kaur, are you there? Yes, I'm here. Rajit Kaur. Okay,
Hello.
I'm just asking Rajit Kaur to conclude. Wait, Neha.
Jannat, peace can go because peace left.
Okay.
Yeah,
From past time, that argument is taking place, and the things is going on, and the scenario is going to change by day, and due just to
Peas are not
just for
here.
getting.
I was asking, peas are not here,
I'm
Leo.
here. I'm here. Like Rajpreet was speaking, so I was not.
Okay,
No,
you
peace,
can
you
speak.
can go ahead.
Yeah, so my question to you, and I want to clear a thing that it will take only 1 second. That thing was I was not listening. I was listening. I gave her to time to explain this thing. When I was speaking, she was interrupting. That's why it happened. Okay, let it be. And I wanna ask question this time because I was listening previous time. So my question to you is, don't you think that nowadays most of the young people are taking wrong career option, and then after they are trying to without any guidance they are taking those subject and those field they are taking because they have no sufficient people to guide them in like the family have. They can guide the it should be good, it should be right for you, and they are again changing that after doing BSc they gonna do MA. So don't you think it is happening, please?
So it is like joint family doesn't play a role in like a person or a student is choosing any career. So over there it doesn't. But like the student
Okay,
themselves choose their
okay.
career.
Let me ask
Just a
one
second.
thing. Please. Please. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but as Leo has made the point that in the nuclear family we have more freedom to choose any subject. We can convince our parents. So he also put the point about career, and you are totally denying the fact that family involving in the career option. It is
What if
involving.
the joint
Yeah,
family
then you
the
can
joint
speak.
family itself is not having that much literacy? Like if I talk about my family, we used to live in
Oh,
a joint
oh
family.
no.
Over there I
Oh,
don't
you
think
are. Oh, once
my
again,
uncle
you are
my
making a mistake. You are making mistake that just like you are saying that nuclear family is only educated, and it's a narrow-minded thinking. And you know that how many celebrities are still live in the joint family? You have example Abhishek and
हाँ बस
Shreya Bachchan, and you know that they represent to India to front of people of America because in the American culture they are thinking that whoever living in the joint family they are very that narrow-minded person. They are uneducated. They are undeveloped, but they represent us, Abhishek and Asurya, our India in
but
the front
you
of
know what,
US US
in
people
India
that
just because
we
of
don't
job
need to take one second let me finish one sentence that we don't
if I'll
need
be
to
only
take
getting one
permission
minute more
our
to speak.
oh, one second let me finish this sentence only that we don't need to take permission to have a dinner with our parents because we live in joint family. That's it, you can speak.
Okay, So you said a lot of thing about American culture, but in India, most of the people who reside in villages, they prefer joint family. But apart from that, even if I talk about Bihar, over there also maximum of the families are found to be joint. And there what happens, like the people, they leave their mummy and that, sorry, mom and dad in their home, and just they go out for job opportunities, just because the main reason why they leave or why they decide to be in a nuclear family is just because they want to give their children a better education, education, better health care, and everything better. So it is not possible in a joint family. Like if you are being into a joint family, that means you have to handle even your other part of your families, and which becomes a tougher part for one working person to handle each and every person. So that's why it is being preferred more. And also, like if there are more than 7 to 8 people in a family, so it becomes very quite difficult to provide them better hospitality, better education qualification, better degrees, and all those things.
Yeah, peace. So I want to say one thing more, that you have said that it is a better equipment and all that things, but don't you think that we have the family is a God gifted, that we can't decide our family,
So
that
we
we
aren't
decide
leaving
the
we
family,
aren't
how many
leaving the
people are,
family. But
how many
listen,
people will our family,
whenever we
we
get
can't
summer
decide our
vacation,
family,
even winter
we
vacation,
can't
or
wait.
even Diwali or whatever holidays we get, we Indians
Exactly,
don't go to
Sophia.
foreign for our trips or to spend our vacations. We go to our nani ma's house
Okay.
or even our dadi ma's
Yeah,
house.
yeah,
Okay,
that's it.
that's it.
That thing, you accept the value of joint family. That's great. Okay, thank you.
I didn't accept it. It is like you cannot leave them, right? You have to visit sometimes, but you are cooking your food apart from them. That's what nuclear family means.
You know that that time was the Asian period, but now
And
time
now time is
and joint
Okay,
coming
time.
family are also
to
developed.
Time's up, guys.
Yeah.
Nihan, please stand
Okay,
over.
okay.
So now just time to conclude the debate session. That was thanks to all participants who just has participated, and thanks to all the audience as well. They are also just listening with their great patience. And now I would like to just mention some points regarding my topic. I mean about nuclear family. So as per my points, I can say that in nuclear family, less stress. I mean, who is the person in nuclear family who is earning money? So less stress will be there for him or her. And one more point, like for survive that family, less resources are also required. Like we don't need to get lots of resources, so that and one more point, one more disadvantages of joint family, there will be will required like lots of resourcement, and that would be kind of which problem is created by population. So for that also, for joint family, that that problem also will create. So yeah, that's all about my points. So I would like to ask Mr. Emperor to conclude
Yeah,
his points.
yeah. Actually, I was just waiting for my turn to speak, right? Regarding joint family, I will just give it short and concise. I I come from a nuclear family, but my heart longs for a joint family. Sometimes loneliness strikes you so hard that your parents sometimes they are so busy with their schedule, they are not getting enough time to spend with you, so they are out. So that time the loneliness really strikes you very bad. That time you just wonder, like my grandfather, like my grandparents, if they were here, they might have done something for us, like they might say some stories or something. When I was young, I used to think all these things, but I come from a nuclear family, so this thing they didn't happen. I was kind of alone all the time. Like, of course I used to hang out with my friends, but when I used to come home there was no one. But other, like in my neighborhood, there were some joint family. They were like having a good time. Like grandparents, they used to tell stories to their uh, grandchildren, and these things and all were going on. So it was kind of lovely. So that's my point. And the debate is done for now, right? So now it's time for audience feedback, right? So
Anyone
audience,
from audience who wanna give feedback? Anyone can give.
yeah, it can be anything regarding the debate or regarding any
Actually,
sides.
I joined this debate very late. So, what was the debate actually? I want to know.
Season which is just recorded out, and the admin or owner, he will be posted that season. You can take over that YouTube channel, Mr. Jeet. You will be informed about that, and you can participate in the next week. Thank you.
When will be the next debate?